and this is what's wrong with dyslexia. I cannot pronounce her name, so don't even expect me to try to say it. Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. Really, that's what you chose? I need people to convince me to read it. That's because my other issues. Hi guys, hello or welcome back. If it is your first time, second time, however many, hello. Today we're gonna do a really cool video where I'm actually gonna have my dogs pick some of the, I almost said October, the August TBR. You may have noticed that I am currently in a totally different outfit, and that is because I went to work and I got home, I was in tight clothes all day, and now I just want to be in a sweat set basically. So my dogs are choosing 2 of the books for my August TBR because the rest of the TBR we'll talk about later. But let's get into the fun stuff first. I have my TBR prompt jar, so I'm gonna kind of just sprinkle these around, call one of them and see if they hit it. If they sniff it, then that's the one they picked. You'll see later in the bloopers that we originally tried to do this with treats, and we only cared about the treats and we wouldn't even step on a piece of paper, but we're just going to sprinkle these on the floor. If you touch one now, it's not getting picked. Sit. Yes. Stay. Since Millie is my troublemaker and the one currently in training, we're actually gonna have her go first because she will not have the attention span for this. Let's start. So I'm gonna save them and we'll talk about them later. I think she's getting a treat. It's just paper, baby. You don't want that. No. No. Hi. She's like a baby. She has to like explore stuff with her mouth. Sit. I'm still used to doing the hand thing, but like our trainers aren't having us do it with the hand. They're doing it with the words. So like I'm still needing to get the habit of stopping. Now for the really hard part, getting Reese's to go without Millie following. Reese's, pick one. Come on. Ah! Are you Reese's? No. Go. No. Hey. Go sit down. See you can say. Gracias. Reese's. Not touching it quite. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, we stomping on it. Okay. Good girl. Good girl. All right, do you want to go back up? Go. Go lay down. You're gonna lay it right there, aren't you? Yeah. Oh, she's so cute. She's such a good girl. She's such a good girl. Honestly, Millie is doing like a lot better than I thought she would be. Is it okay if I sit right here? Sometimes she's like a cat. She wants to choose to be next to you. She does not want you choosing for her. So, but as of this moment, it looks like she's okay with me being where I am, except for she did just kick me with her back leg. So, she's looking at me and they go pretty. Huh? Yeah. Oh, you're pretty too. Yeah. You little miscreant. Hmm. Hey, are you mad because I'm petting sister, not you? Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about the prompts that the dogs chose. Oh, we were so close. We were so close, Millie. But we're gonna talk about the two prompts that the dogs chose. First, starting off with Millie's prompt, we have a book that I'm scared of, which it just says scared of. Which is kind of terrifying because there's a lot of options, but a lot of those options are series. So I also realize I've had these tucked this whole time. So definitely a possibility is Priory of the Orange Tree. Millie, get off of that countertop. No. Go. Sit down. Lay down. Yes. Don't bite my finger. Ouch. Ouch. Sit. Wait. Can I say something? Hey! Hey! Really? You want to go in the crate?
Oh, that's cold.
I understand y'all are playing, and I get that. But that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Go lay down. No. You tripped yourself. You understand that, right? You just tripped yourself. The first prompt is choosing a book that I am scared of. So immediately all I can think about are series or giant ass books like Priory of the Orange Tree or any Game of Thrones book that I have left. But because we already have such chunky books that I will talk about in a minute, it's making me want to pause on that. Scared of. Okay, I'll be right back with the selection. I am scared of this one, but it was recently on a TBR and I did not pick it up, so I don't want to put it on, but I am absolutely terrified of this book. Very terrified. I have 3 books that I have selected, and one of them I've already read. Like, how many pages is this? 200 pages of. So let's talk about them. First off, we have Magnolia Parks. Everyone seems to really enjoy this book or really, really hate this book. And I know that there's like cheating in it, and I'm not exactly looking forward to reading that. But this is Magnolia Parks is a beautiful, affluent, self-involved, and mildly neurotic London socialite. J.B. Ballantyne is British's most notorious and photographed bad boy who broke her heart. But these two are meant to be, and everyone knows it. Magnolia and J.B. are written in the stars, just suspended in a strange kind of love that looks like hurting each other a lot of the times. She dates other people to keep him at bay, and he sleeps with other girls to get back at her for it. But at the end of every sad endeavor to get over one another, it's still each other they crawl back to. This is how many loves do you get in a lifetime? But again, this is a giant series, isn't it? I don't know. We'll have to see. That's option number 1. Option 2 is also part of a series. Now that I'm thinking about this, like, what did I do? Like, why did I choose these? Like, so much of this is series, but like at least this one's a continuation of a series because I have read Addicted to You and Ricochet, and those hurt so much that I was like, I don't know if I could do this, but like some of my favorite booktubers love this series. But this is Addicted for now. It's the 3rd book. I want to avoid spoilers, so I'll just talk about what happens in like, not what happens in book 1, but like how the story's first introduced in book 1. And so we have Lily Calloway, who is a sex addict, and then I forgot his name. Oh, Lauren Hale. How could I forget that name? Then we have Lauren Hale, who is an alcoholic, and from a young age both of them kind of helped each other hide their addictions, and as they got older they then started fake dating to continue to hide their addictions from family and anyone, and they basically became enclosed in this repetitive cycle with each other. But little do they know that this fake dating scenario actually does come with real feelings, and it covers some very dark topics. Like, for a series that is literally white books with some kind of detailing, this series is dark. Okay, it covers a lot of heavy topics, and like I said, reading book 1 and 2 hurt so much, and I don't even relate to those characters. And there is a certain character, it's Lily's sister, that I relate to, and I'm afraid to read the book and see how much I relate to her, because that would be hurtful. Sadly, I'm also just not as driven as her, but that's because my other issues. I don't know, we'll see. But this is book 3, Best Friends, Lovers, Loners. And this is by Christina and Becca Ritchie. And next up, the other option is Fairy Tale by Veronica Lancet. It's a gothic romance, but it is an unreliable narrator. I don't know what she got going on, but I feel like every time I picked up this book, I was addicted and so fucking confused and lost. I didn't know which way was up. I didn't know what was going on. It was so confusing to me. I felt like there was 500 other things going on at the same time, but I could not stop picking up this book. And eventually I just had to put it down once I realized that she was like an unreliable narrator, which is kind of like what I was getting. I never confirmed that. Obviously, I didn't finish the book. This is a 730 page book and I got to page 200. Like, there's still 530 pages left that I did not read of this book. But it says, the little quote, "I might be evil personified, but you're the only one I'll ever be good for." August 1955, Miss Darcy Sullivan, an orphan English teacher from Boston, receives a letter that her biological father had passed away. She's surprised to find herself included in the will, but there's one condition. She must travel to Ferrydale to attend his funeral. With the promises of a sizable inheritance, Darcy decides to journey to the small coastal town that holds the secrets of her birth. But the moment she sets foot in Ferrydale, things go amiss. Odd residents, odd rumors, odd deaths. Everything about Ferrydale is odd, including the brooding Caleb Hale, part of the infamous Hale family. During the day, Darcy falls deeper and deeper under the spell that he forces her to step out of her comforts. But at night, it's another man who haunts her dreams. Amen something. A nobleman who lived 200 centuries, not 200 centuries, what the fuck? 2 centuries ago. He is sweet, savvy, whereas Caleb is intense and dangerous, and Darcy feels more torn than ever. Soon she finds herself embroiled in a web of lies, deceit, and inexplicable events that make her question her sanity. When an ancient evil threatens the town and everything Darcy holds dear, she must make the ultimate choice, but will she survive it? So here's the thing. I'm not going to do this one. The only reason I put it in this list is because I need people to convince me to read it. Convince me to continue this book. I need somebody to tell me it's worth it. One person. So put it in the comments. If you've read this book, let me know how you felt about it. Let me know if she stays an unreliable narrator, because I felt like I was losing my mind. So I really think there's only one choice, but also like the other books that we have are also emotionally devastating, and both of these are emotionally devastating. So like this was like the worst thing to pull, but I'm gonna say Addicted for now is what we're gonna do because I'm already in this series. Then wish me luck. Okay, that's all I have to say on that.
Did you stay the whole time? Did you stay the whole time? Did you stay the whole time, Papa? Even when your sister left? Good job. Good girl.
Giving you attention too, I promise. Yes. Okay. Are y'all ready to pick or see the next book?
Are we ready to see the next book?
I don't want to wind her up. Nope. We're not doing that. Nope. They calm and collected. They don't.
Thank you, mamas.
Good girl. Good girl. Interesting. All right, now for prompt number 2 that Reese's has chosen for us, we have novella. Really, that's what you chose? Girl, there is no novella. Technically, Live and Let Lionel is the novella. That kind of spoils what happens later in this video. Technically, we're already going to read a novella, so I think this is a wise choice to have Reese's choose again, because apparently she predicted that we're already doing a novella. All right, ready? Dude, you just gotta sniff one, and then we'll be done. Okay, pause. I don't know if y'all can see this. To cross her paws. So she has crossed her paws with this one in front. So I'll grab this one.
Good girl. Just a good girl.
Now we have Reese's pick. Reese's pick. Reese's Puffs. If you're wondering, yes, Reese's is named after peanut butter cups. Most of my childhood dogs were named after candy. Really, it's just like 2 of them. And then when I got Reese's, I was like, might as well join the club. So we got Reese's. For her choice, we have historical fiction. Okay. Historical fiction. So I'm not going to choose any of my historical romance. I know Outlander's on here. We're not doing that right now. I already have enough series on this that I own more than 1 book to. So we are not starting Outlander yet. I will eventually start it. I'm hoping next year. And I hope to do a vlog on that. But I think these are our choices. So I have 4 choices for us. 2 of them are the same author, and 1 of them is a series, or a part of a series, but it's the 2nd book of the series, and I've already read the 1st book. But most of these are standalones, which are really good. So first off, we have Nefertiti by Michelle Morton? I don't know. So Nefertiti and her younger sister has been raised in a powerful family that has provided wives for the rulers of Egypt for centuries. Ambitious, charismatic, beautiful, Nefertiti is destined to marry Amenhotep. Nope. I can say his name, I swear. Amenhotep. It's not quite right, but that's as close as we're going to get right now. An unstable young pharaoh. It is hoped that her strong personality will temper the young ruler's he's a heretic, basically, desires to forsake Egypt's ancient gods. I can't read. I was reading so good earlier. From the moment of her arrival in Thebes, Nefertiti is beloved by the people, but fails to see the powerful priests are plotting against her husband's rule. The only person brave enough to warn the queen is her younger sister, yet remaining loyal to Nefertiti will force her into a dangerous political game, one that could cost her everything she holds dear. So, originally I thought this was going to be a historical book, and then I started reading it one day, just peeking, and I was like, oh no, this is like historical fiction all the way. And my dumb butt did not see it in the corner right here. Book number 2 is True Colors by Christina Hanna. And every time I read one of her books, she utterly destroys me. But this is about the Gray sisters. That there are 3 of them, I believe. One is the oldest, never felt at home at the ranch. So she's a small attorney in the town, doesn't have the qualities her father values, and determined to prove her worth to him. Aurora is the middle sister, who's the family peacemaker, and Vivienne is the undisputed star of the family. A stunning dreamer with a big heart, she is adorned by all who know her, and everything comes easy, love most of all. A terrible, shocking crime will shatter the family and tear their beloved town apart. Accused is Vivienne's new husband, an outsider. For the first time, the sisters are pitted against each other, loyalties will be tested and secrets revealed. With a breathtaking pace and penetrating emotional insight, True Colors is an unforgettable novel that explores the dark side of the criminal justice system, the price of prejudice, and the long road to redemption, and ultimately means to be a family. I don't know what year this starts. Doesn't seem historical. It seems, como se dice, current. Okay, starts in 1979. I don't know if it's historic enough, which sounds so stupid, but that's what I'm thinking. Then we have The Temple of Fortuna. This is the 2nd book in the Wolfden series. It is the 2nd book, so I'm not going to talk about it. But this is by Eloise Harper. Wolfden, I will talk about. This is because it is a continuation of her story. I thought it was a different person's story. It is not. So we have Amara. She was a slave, and now she is a prostitute by force. And it's basically her life and the other women within that building in their life and like what happens to them. And something happens to her at the end of Wolfden, and we continue that story with her. Next is one that I'm actually kind of excited for. This, I cannot pronounce her name, so don't even expect me to try to say it, alright? But it is about a Celtic warrior. This is also by Eloise Harper. I really hope I'm saying her name right, Jesus Christ. So, same person that wrote these. But this is a riveting new novel about the fearless daughter of a Celtic queen infamous warrior and queen of the British tribe, and the mastermind of one of history's greatest revolts. Her defeat by the conquering forces of the Roman Empire spelled ruin for her people, and yet still her name is enough to strike fear in the hearts of her enemy. But what of the woman who grew up in her shadow? Solena, we're gonna go with that. Who has her mother's looks and cunning and her father's druid gifts, but a spirit all her own. Following her mom's defeat, Solena? I don't know. Because I feel like I'm adding an L. And this is what's wrong with dyslexia. Desperate bid for survival will take her from the British battlefields and the sacred marshes to the glittering facades and treacherous politics of Nero's Rome. Ooh, Nero. And when she must decide what truly means to be her daughter. Ooh. I don't know. Because, like, look, we're already going through enough emotional devastation. So immediately, I'm going to put this one back. It's also, I just don't think it's old enough for historical fiction today. Maybe another day I would have, but it's also going to be too devastating. And like I think this would be the least devastating just because I've never read this author. Harper has been known to make me cry. She has been known to make me cry, and Amara's story has known to make me feel really bad. Okay, which one do I feel more drawn to? I feel like I'm drawn to Daughter a lot more, but like Nefertiti is pulling my eye. However, this is the second book of a series. So like I could actually complete a series this year, like another series that I have, because I have so many series that I have not read or finished. Let me read the back, since I didn't read it for y'all because it's the second book. So let me read the back of it. Oh, this is the final installment. Guys, I almost read the back of the third book, not the second. I had it in the wrong order on the cart. This is the second book of this series. This is the second book of the Wolf Den series. Oh my god. I cannot with myself. The second book is actually The House with the Golden Door. So I'm going to read the back of it, and that will help me decide. So the brothel that she was in was Pompey's most notorious brothel. I think we're going to go with this one, guys. Apparently the world just wants me to be utterly devastated. That's really what the world wants, is me to be emotionally devastated and not to be doing great. Because this life, and now my prompt jars that my dogs chose. You traitors. You're a traitor. You're just a traitor. We have the two books that my dogs chose with the prompt jar. So let's very quickly talk about the rest of the TBR, which is going to be the 5 books that I have remaining in the Zodiac Academy universe. You might only see 4, but remember there's Live and Let Lionel novella that I was talking about earlier that we already had listed. So I already still have my hands full because each one of these is almost 1,000 pages. So yeah, I haven't even cracked open Faded Thrones yet because I'm reading the novellas The Big Ass Party, Moon, or Seth on the Moon, something like that, and Night. I need to finish those novellas hopefully tonight, and then we'll open that book. But it's literally like the 28th, so I will open it right before August starts. So technically I'm not adding it to this. Also, it's all the way upstairs. So these are the books that are on the August TBR. So we have 5, 6, 7 books on the TBR that are all emotionally devastating. So yeah, we'll see how this goes, but let me know what books that you are reading in the month of August. If they are summary books or anything like that, if you recommend them, let me know in the comments. Tell me if I should read Fairy Tale because I have no idea, guys. I really don't. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy all the blooper clips of the dogs. But bye guys, have a great day. Did you just... No, we're not playing. No.
Millie, get off of that countertop. Her name was not called. Sit.
Be good girls.
No. Ow. Be on good behavior. Sit.
That works. Prompt jars that my dogs chose. You traitors.